And here we are. Welcome everyone to our beautiful NuWave Leadership YouTube channel. And today we are again super excited every time we put a question out into the world, and the answers to the question is when we get really happy and excited and we can feel the energy flowing through us very, very fast. So today we are going to answer the second question that we asked the COO, which is the collective of one. And before we jump right into it, this is Vishnupriya Aristo, who is the co-founder of NuWave Leadership, and my name is Sabrina Lindner. I'm the other co-founder of NuWave Leadership, and all we do is talk about 5D living and the practical application of 5D living in your everyday life. So let's get started. Vishnupriya, over to you.
Sure. So let's get straight into it. The second question that I asked the COO was, how does 5D living look like? Right? Because the first question was, hey, what is this 3D and 5D stuff? And when I received the answer for the question one, I was like, oh, interesting that this 5D system has different values, beliefs, and perspectives. And I was very curious about how does this actual living look like? So that was the question, and I hand it over to Sabrina. Sabrina is gonna read exact answers from the transcript that we received from COO. Over to you, Sabrina.
Yes. Lovely. Let's do this. So here is the answer that Vishnupriya received through me as the channel. You already know to a certain extent. So what it is really all about is that there doesn't have to be a particular type of struggle involved. It is almost like, and because we are interested in all the technical developments that you have had on planet Earth, you can imagine that you used to have a very uncomfortable type of car to take you from A to B. And now, in the 5D world, you have a very smooth, almost automatically moving type of car. So that is how you could look at it if you wanted to put it in human terms. That purifying energy doesn't have to be painful. Purifying energy doesn't have to be difficult or challenging, and it doesn't have to take ages anymore. So, what you are essentially aiding here is making that process much more efficient. And what that means for humans is that they can purify energy much faster if they understand and absorb a certain set of beliefs, values, and perspectives. And those are essentially that you look at everything with ease, that you make your experience as joyful and present as possible. It is not by chance that over the last couple of decades, all that there has been in the wellness industry has been about being present in the moment, living the moment, and looking for fulfillment. Because what we have been trying to communicate, but it got sort of distorted, is that you have to be flowing really with ease and joy and love in this moment that you are living, because time is not what you truly think it is. So, the more you are present in the moment with those energies, those frequencies, when you make those your values, you aid the purification process. It becomes a much faster and more efficient process. So, that was the exact answer that the COO gave us to Vishnupriya's question on what 5D represents, what this 5D living is really all about. So, Vishnupriya, based on what you learned and in your own language, what would you love to add to this input? How would you love to answer this question?
So yes, according to me, from whatever answer that I listened to from COO, the 5D living, I really love the example that COO has given us for this question because it's easier for our human mind to understand, which is the car example, right? The automatic, smoother car versus the old car, which was running really slow, let's say. So that's the easier difference between 3D versus 5D. From my example, I would give an example of a mixer. For example, if you're using, if you're using a mixer for a smoothie at home, the old mixer, which might be taking a longer time, and usually, there is bigger chunks of it. It's not smooth. Your smoothie is not smooth. Versus, let's say you move into a bullet mixer where all of a sudden you get it done quicker, faster, and also so much smooth, right? So when I first bought my bullet mixer, that was my aha moment. I was like, yay, my smoothie can be done so much quicker now. So that's a little lively example of 3D versus 5D. And in from a life perspective, the words of ease, joy, love, that is present in every moment, right? So it's more of living in the present moment, even though I have heard that word prior to COO telling us that. When COO informed it in this way, along with answers to many other questions, I was truly getting it, and I'm also able to apply it in my life as I move through the day, every moment, when I am truly following, all the answers collectively. I'm able to feel that ease, that joy is present in that moment. So, this question, you can just have an overall understanding, but I can tell you from all the other questions coming up, you will see how this can be applied in that every present moment. So, that's my little answer to what could be the difference between that 3D life and 5D life. Over to you, Sabrina, if you have to answer this in your words, this particular question of how does that 5D living look like, how would you answer?
Yes, I would definitely speak about practically understanding what it means to be present in the moment, because what I found so profound in this particular message of the COO is also like, hey, we have been talking about love and ease and joy in your lives and how important the present moment is for ages, but somehow it didn't sink in. And I think that's the reality for a lot of us, that we know in theory that a 5D living experience would be characterized by enjoying the moment, by having moments of ease, by feeling love very strongly in every moment. But often that's not the reality. And one part of that is definitely that we are not yet ready to let go of the concept of struggle and pain. And that's also what COO says very clearly. And for me, that's an important aspect. And I would definitely say, like, that's a major difference. And again, that doesn't come from judgment, but it really is a major difference between a 3D living experience and a 5D living experience. That you let go of the thought that it has to be painful for you to transform, for you to make your life beautiful, for you to get what you love to have in your life. But it's rather that it's just an evolution of your experience. And the more you are grasping that and let go of, oh, it has to be a pain, it has to be a struggle, then you can truly feel ease, joy, love, and everything else that you would love to feel in your life in the moment. So I would say focus on that. And that's also what I have been doing since I've been listening to these messages from the CEO. And it has been, just like Vishnupriya said, a very different like essence to it, because it has been so much stronger in the way I was able to experience it after I received those messages. So that is my little answer for today.
Yes, I hope you enjoyed this particular question. Please do like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and share this video with somebody that you truly love who might enjoy this as well. So we are going to see you in the next video. Bye.
Yes. See you.